The Vera Thomas Show. The Vera Thomas Show. The Vera Thomas Show. The Vera Thomas Show. Let's talk about it. 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 On the Vera Thomas Show. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. I am so excited. I know I always say that. I am excited. I'm excited about my guest tonight. I have Kamal El-Rassi with me today, and we're going to be talking about success. We're going to be talking about mindset. We're going to be talking about wealth. And so let me pull him up. Oh, before I do, I have a video that I want to share of him, and then I'll pull him up. So let me share this video right quick.
It was about 33 years ago when I left a war-torn country, Lebanon. So I was 15, and things were going really bad, similar to what's happening right now. We send those people over there love and peace and hopefully healing. And I knew in the deep of my heart that there is something better for me. I just couldn't take what was going on from the war, from the lack, the no money, no food, no power, poverty. And I knew there was something bigger for me. Started working on how we're going to get out of that war-torn country, Lebanon, which was being invaded by too many things. Again, this time and day right now, similar to what's happening out there in Gaza and Israel. So I left on a boat with a backpack and I never looked back. And I knew there was something bigger for me. I knew I had to do something big. And that was the first of it. It took me 22 years after I came to Canada and the US, working hard, getting degrees, thinking that is the way. And it is, some of the initial step that you got to do to grow. But then I didn't find that satisfaction. I didn't find that freedom that you really want from growth, right? You can go get a job, get a degree, get a certificate, get a little promotion, and you feel good about it, but it wasn't lasting until about 5 years ago when I started to want to help back some of the people that I, resonate with, and I couldn't. I'm like, how is it possible with so many degrees, and I have 5 degrees, that I still can't help the people where I left? And that's when I would start asking big question. How do people just like myself and like you, they want to do more and they do more, but others with the same opportunity, they don't. And that's when I end up meeting Bob Proctor and learning from him as to how you can have a goal, a big goal, but you have to shift on the inside for it to happen. And that was the initial part of the transformation. And that's what we do now. So we help people to really believe in what they can do and help them shift and to go from a poor mindset to a wealthy mindset. And it was about 2 years ago when I met Harrison and when he introduced me to the neural genesis and that technology that he's got, because you can study the books, but you need that shift. You need that transformation. So with Bob and Loral Langemeier, both from the movie The Secret, and Harrison, I started almost to become unstoppable because I started taking more action. I started taking more risk. It wasn't the degrees. It was that transformation that has happened. And many people out there are suffering this issue right now. They have the degrees, they have the money, but they lack the life, they lack the serenity. So with Harrison's approach and how we do it, we decided to, let's help a lot of people. Let's put a dent in the universe and let's take as many as we can along this journey.
Yes. Take as many as we can along this journey. Well, let me read a little bit about Kamal El-Rassi. He is a mindset, business, and leadership coach certified by Bob Proctor and is a coach with Loral Langemeier, the Millionaire maker. Kamal has been featured on Loral's and Raymond's podcast with thousands of downloads. interviewed celebrities like such as John Martini, Forbes Riley, Sir James Dentley, Harrison Klein, and Jeffrey Hazlett. Kamal El-Rassi is an award-winning author of Thinking into Results, and we're going to be talking about that. Yes, there's the book. And also, Loral and Langemeier and Raymond Aaron both are number one New York five-time bestsellers, and Raymond Aaron as the publisher. Kamal has spent 25 years in professional business management and holds several degrees in chemical and material engineering from the University of Toronto and an MBA from Detroit Mercy and Xavier University. All these degrees. Most recently held the position of VP and GM for Republic Steel. Kamal El-Rassi helps entrepreneurs, CEOs, and managers to start living a better life and multiply their annual income, getting them to start living freely to their full potential. The process is a sure system for peak performance and to break away from the pack and start living happy, healthy, and wealthy. Find out more about Kamal on his site and social media channels and his website, which I will be putting here. As CEO of your organization, it's your job to elevate your employees. And this is how, by using Thinking into Results. Well, listen, I am elated to have you here today. And what I'm going to do is give you the floor and let you share with our audience more about you, your journey. We heard about your journey, but
Yes.
why do you have such a passion for what it is that you're doing?
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. And what a blessing to be here with you on Vera's show. This has been an incredible, about month and a half, maybe 2 months since we've met. And what a blessing to know you and be here with you and your audience. And thank you for sharing that story with everybody out there. And the idea is to engage you, invite you, and inspire you to move into action. What I want to share with everybody is that if I can do this, you can do this. And if not now, when are you going to do it? When I decided to start showing up for myself at my best, as my best self, that's when things started to change. So with people like Vera and the community that we hang around, we elevate, we move, we pray, we think, we spend time studying. And I gotta tell you, everybody that's listening, if I can do it, you can do it. And I want you to get the power of the inspiration into action. I love this connection that I have with Vera. I've just started to look into some of her books, from raising children to the parenting guide, how to really be a parent and be the awesome parent that you want to be. It's just been incredible. And I want to do this because I want to help people out there. There are so many suffering, like what Earl Nightingale said in his famous publication, and then you lead the field. 55% of the retirees are broke. 95% of the people are stuck in the richest country in the world. And I don't want to be like that. And I don't want you to be like that. So that's the mission that I'm on, to help as many as I can along the way. And it all's coming from a place of giving. And that's how it started. When I wanted to give and I couldn't, when I was making a small income, I was like, I got to do something big. And that's how I ended up meeting my mentor, Bob Proctor. And things have just been getting better and better because I'm betting on myself. Ladies and gentlemen, don't kid yourself. This is about you. This is about your future, your goal, your dreams, and where do you want to be. I'm here to support you. So is Vera. And I'm looking forward to this conversation tonight to see what we can talk about and share with you about thinking into results and how the elite live their life, move, and really have an amazing, successful journeys. So thank you, Vera. So exciting to be here with you. Such a beautiful personality. I really enjoyed the introduction, learning about your books, and being here with your audience. So I'm excited for what you're going to ask me about the book, about what I do, and let's get the show going. So I'm all ears.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's start with the book. So
Ah, okay.
let me pull it up and we're going to talk about this book. And there it is, thinking into results. Now let's talk about what is thinking into results. So I know we want people to buy the book, so we're not going to talk about the entire book, but because we want them to buy it. So just tell us, give us some nuggets, and those nuggets that you're going to be giving, I'm going to put into the chat so
Okay.
that people will see them. And I want to say to my audience, like, share, and let people know about this conversation. This,
Yes.
there's some nuggets here that you want to get. So please share this out and tell people you got to come watch this show. You got to come watch it. All right. So,
Absolutely, yes. You gotta come watch it in this time and day with what's going on with the chaos. I'm sure every one of you that's watching, everyone that's seeing the replay, you know 5 or 10 people that can hear this conversation and benefit. It's not just for them to buy the book, it's just for them to feel better and take action on what they want. So a little bit about the book. Like I said, when I started to want to give more, I wanted to figure that out. That's how I met Bob Proctor, and that's what Bob basically taught me. The book is a summary of what I learned from Bob Proctor himself. He's passed away now, he's transcended. And this is some of the information that I learned from him directly and through his material. So I took what I learned, and somebody ignited my creativity and thinking, just like Vera does to some of you who want to write books. Vera can help you with that. And he said, Kamal, put your thoughts on paper. So I started, okay, what do people think about goals? Are goals real or are they dreams? I mean, you see people with boats, you see people with homes, and you think it's just somebody else. If they can do it, but it's like, no, you can do it too. So I want to teach you how you can do that. I also wanted to know that I had 5 degrees and I wasn't taking enough action. Just like some of the listeners, you all have a lot of information, but you don't take action. You know how to do it, but you don't do it. So there's a block. There's something about the mind. So I took what Bob told me and put it in my own words so that I can understand it, my kids understand it, and that's kind of in the lesson too. But then there's something very, and you probably know, in the mind, we call them the higher mental faculties, right? The imagination, the intuition, and the reason. It's like, what are those things? Like, do we have them? And yes, we have them. So Bob taught me how to use that, how to actually close your eyes, like we did before the show, how to really think of where you want to go and make that come real. Like, I believe everybody knows the thoughts become things.
yes.
We've all heard it. Everybody's seen the movie The Secret. And if you haven't, I don't know where you've been. Go ahead and watch it. 500 million people have seen it. So if you want to improve yourself and you haven't seen that movie, let's talk. Thoughts become things. It's all energy. It's all vibration. What does that even mean? So I teach you what that means. So it's not just mindset. It's mindset, it's thinking, into results. And I want you to pause. I want you to start taking time to reflect every day, to think. Most people don't take time to think. Earl Nightingale said in one of his articles, I think somebody told him that when he was writing, it's still true today. 2% of the people think, 3% think they think, 95% rather die than think. So I teach you how to think. And thinking is a higher faculty, Vera, and everybody that's listening. Like the animal, they don't think, they're just living on instinct. What makes us different? What makes us special is because we can think. Now, if you don't think, the book illustrates it very, very well. And you really got to see it because it's so easy. The book says, if you don't think, you're taking somebody else's thinking. So do you want to still live somebody else's life? Do you want to do what everybody else is saying? Do you want to do what the TV is saying? Do you want to do what the newspapers are saying? And that's what I teach you how to do. So I go over that. And the last, before we kind of get more questions, um, most people would look outside and they say, the world is in depression. Interest rates are rising. Real estate is high. And they take all this negative in. I teach you how to stop all this negative. You got to stop and you got to make that decision. No. So what if the interest rate is high? Just make more money. So what if the real estate is high? Just earn more money. Like, it's not what's happening out there, it's what's happening inside. So I asked Bob, I said, what do you mean go inside? He said, Tim, I go inside. Now, Van Gogh, I don't know if anybody knows Van Gogh. It's a beautiful artist. They had a show here in Cincinnati not long ago, and I went to see his art. Van Gogh was asked once, how do you draw these beautiful pictures, these beautiful paintings? And he said, I dream my pictures, and then I paint my dream.
Wow.
So I dream my pictures, then I paint my dream. This is by Van Gogh. And the idea is to go inside. Most people are going outside to live instead of you go inside. So in my morning sessions, when I train the executive, the VP's manager on that next level success, we go inside. We take time to think because we have the gift. We really have a gift. Madame Montessori was asked, what do you do to the kids when you come and teach them in those Montessori special schools, right? They're like, we don't do anything to the kids. We just get the gifts out of them. They already have it. And every one of you listening, you have that gift. You just been blocked. The way you were taught, the way you were genetically programmed, your environment has conditioned you. So I help you peel that onion. I help you peel that layer, and the best of you will show up. And last but not least, you see people out there, and Vera probably can test for this one. You see a lot of people succeeding. You see a lot of people winning all the time. You see a lot of people getting promoted, and you compare yourself. And suddenly they are here and you are here. And it's like you keep going back and you're not winning. I teach you how to win. I teach you how to become that leader. So if you want to start having a winning day every day, not just someday, if not today, then one. If you don't start showing up today as your best self, when is it going to be? And at the end of every day, I want you to personally ask yourself, every one of you that's listening, write this question down. Did I do my best today? Did I do my best today? This is not about tomorrow. It's not about next year. This is about today because we don't have tomorrow. We're not promised time. We only have now. So did I do my best today? So the last two chapters are about leadership. I've been in management for a long time, and I help leaders really step up and build a beautiful team that's harmonious with the goal, a big goal that's meaningful. And you need to develop those leadership skills. You don't learn this in school. And of course, money. That book is about money. Don't get me wrong. In my famous study with some of the masterminds that we do with Think and Grow Rich, it's about the money frequency. You have to understand that money is a frequency, and money comes due to service. You level up your service, the money is going to come, right? So you have to move that service up, and then the value of your service is going to be so huge. So that's the book in a nutshell. It's my version of what I learned from my mentor, Bob Proctor, who I spent a lot of money with. You have no idea how much I spent. I never told my wife exactly the number, but it's incredible. I'm grateful because it got me here. It got me here to meet people like Vera, got me to meet Loral Langemeier, John DeMartini, Les Brown, and all amazing people. I mean, you can go and look around who has been around, and I'm just so excited where this is gonna go because it just keeps getting better.
I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for me too, because
Love it,
because
love it.
I know that the mindset is so important. And you made a statement that is so important.
Hmm.
Every single time we compare ourselves to other people, we always fall short. And
Hmm.
so it's not about comparing with others. You compare with yourself. Be in competition with yourself. And I love that statement. Did I do my best
Yeah.
today? Did
Today.
I do my best today? And when we focus on today, then we cannot rely on what happened yesterday, what
Hmm.
happened a year ago, 5 years ago. So many people concentrate on their past. You can't move forward looking back. So you got to look forward. And today,
Today.
tomorrow's not promised to any of us. And so
Absolutely. I love it.
focusing in on what did I do today? Did I do my best today?
Yeah.
And that is a great thing to go to at night when
Hmm.
you're contemplating and reflecting on your day. Did I do my best today? And then you made another comment that I thought was really, really interesting when you said, if we're not thinking, we're taking someone else's thoughts.
That's right.
And so understanding thoughts. And when you also said, and I say this a lot, and Zig Ziglar and everybody else says it,
Yeah.
thoughts are things. And
Uh-huh.
we are what we think about all day long. So what are you focused on? What are you thinking about? All right, I know that
No, I
you're
love
my
it.
guest.
It's so good because I just met Tom Ziegler a couple times the past 12 months, and the thoughts are things. And when I first met this man, and you can see Bob there on the wall, I'm like, how could a guy say, if you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand? How could somebody say that? And it's fascinated me. But and everybody out there listening to it, nobody believes it because it seems to stay out there. They compare themselves. But if we remove this comparison, if he can do it, I can do it.
Yes, and if
That's
you
the
can see
thing.
it,
And all
if
you
you
have to
can,
do is just start. You let go of the how, you let go of the negative, and you transcend yourself and you learn to think because that's how it works. Thoughts are things. It's all energy. It's all vibration. Like every one of us is on a certain frequency and vibration. The kind of money you make, the results you have is your frequency and vibration. And if you want to move that up, guess what? You have to move it up. You have to change your vibration. I was in a meeting with Les Brown and my partner, Harrison Klein, and he said, Kamal, I can predict your future. Wow, I can predict your future. He said, you're the average of the 4 or 5 people you hang around. So let's help you move. Let's help you elevate. Let's help you start being in the right community. If you hang around the people on the street, and there's nothing wrong with those people, they're just the way they are, that's what you're going to become. Start moving, right?
I want to talk about that for a minute. Because
Sure.
one of the things I used to always tell my son, association breeds assimilation. We become what we are around. And
Mhm.
so if you want to be successful, you need to that's why I'm hanging with Kamal, okay? That's why I'm hanging with him.
Love
If
it.
you want to be successful, you got to hang around people that are successful. You've got to hang around the type of people you want to most, not that you don't want to be yourself,
Hmm.
but you want to be able to glean from their success and learn from their success. That is so important. And understanding, again, we become what we are around. That
Yeah,
is so important.
it is, and it's not just the personality. It's the money. It's the income. It's how you think. It's what you become. And like you have to take action. Though some people are just collecting information. You have to become a good follower. You have to. That's why there's masterminds. That's why there's study groups. Like people think it's just a social thing. It's not just a social thing. Who do you want to be associated with? Who do you want to be hanging around? It's not just about who's going to come and cry about you when you transcend. No, right now, today, what do you want to be known? I became a very good follower. I'm a student. So I just followed what Bob told me. I said, okay, if that's what I want to, okay, if this is the conference, then we go. If this is the sales training, then we go. You just become a good follower. And I talk about it here to be a leader, to be that
Yes.
next level you want to be, you have to be a good follower first. All leaders were once followers, but you have to be a good follower. So you follow somebody that knows what they're doing in the skill set that you're looking for, right? You have to be very selective of who you hang around. Negative people, they need to go. And they could be family, they could be friends, they could be neighbors. Send them love.
I
And
like that. Send them love.
that's right. Like I'm not gonna send them hate. I'm not gonna send them no. I love you. Thank you very much. But this doesn't work for me. I can't be in this meeting. And I'm so in becoming intuitive now that I go to places, and it's probably happened to you, and you feel the energy is not right. Have you ever had
Yes.
that? Or you go to
Yes.
or you go to a coffee shop, you go, this just doesn't seem right. Because your internals tell you, but I gotta teach you how to learn to connect with that. And once you start making decisions, that's what happens.
And one of the things that I've done in my past is go into companies and do trainings.
Yeah.
And I walked into this one company, I'll never forget it. I walked into this one company, and the atmosphere, the negativity was so thick. I mean, it was just permeating everything and everybody. And it started with leadership. And so
Yeah.
I do want you to talk a little bit about leadership
Mm.
and the types of leaders that encourage and promote and build their staffs. So if you could just kind of, because I know you do leadership
Sure.
training, so
Mhm.
if you could kind of touch on that, that would be great.
Absolutely. So leaders are the ones that set the tone, and leadership kind of comes down. So you have to show up and lead by example, and you have to have a team that want to be around you. So a good leader would want everybody to think that they are great and say that they are great. But an exceptional leader makes their people great. An exceptional leader wants to see and inspire the people that are working for them. An
Say it
exceptional
again. Say it again.
I said good leaders wants everybody on their team to say, "Oh, he's amazing. He's doing so well. You're so good." But an exceptional leader sees the talent in their team and draws it out. That's what exceptional leader. And how does that happen? You listen to them, you hear them, you ask them question, you check on them. If you see somebody a bit quiet, what's going on? Let's have a conversation. Just because somebody's not showing up to work, sometimes there could be something going on in their family. There could be something on in their life. Mental health is at the highest concern right now. 50%. I was talking to Tom Ziegler, son of Zig Ziglar. He said 50-60% of the employees have checked out. They mean they're showing up to work and they're not even there. They're just body is there, but the mind is not there. Now, if you want your organization to perform at its best, these people have to be there mentally, physically, and emotionally. We cannot have this workforce that's 50% checked out. You need to be in.
Right. But the reason that so many are checked out is because of leadership, is because
Absolutely.
of management.
Mhm.
If people are feeling annihilated, they're feeling ostracized, they're feeling criticized, they're feeling bullied
That's
in the
right.
workplace,
Mhm.
and so it's kind of hard to put forth your best foot when you are being treated with such less than human,
Yeah.
and and
Unfortunately,
and leaders and managers, there are a lot of them out here. That's what they are doing.
unfortunately, some leaders are driven to do that by their bosses, and they're managing with a strong hand. They're managing with the what I call the alligator, like they're very bitey and very sticky. Whereas you wanna manage with emotion. You want to manage with engagement, not with force. It has to be engaged, not by force and pressure. Like you as a boss, you can have your employees do whatever you want them to do, stay over because you're their boss. Otherwise, you'll fire them. But that's not the way to do it. You have to engage them to want to be there. So it starts by following. So the leader has to become engaged. The leader has to become wanting to be there. If they need to be here, maybe I need to be there. You have to become interesting to be interested. So
Yes.
start being that example. Also, some leaders don't have the required training. HR facilities don't have the right people. I've seen companies with 400 people ran with two HR in the office. How is that possible? And you've seen it, Vera. You've ran HR
Yes.
for some companies.
Yes.
How could you have two people in human resources running a 300, 400 people company?
Right. You can't do it.
You can't contract this stuff out. You have to do training. You have to do team building. You have to eat together, play together, have fun,
Yes,
build that team.
absolutely. And people don't understand when you consider a job is one third of your life.
Hmm.
And when it is not out of sync, it impacts on how you eat, how you sleep, how you relate to yourself, and how you relate to other people. And
Absolutely.
so, understanding the importance of being engaged while you're at work, and also all the things you talked about, the team building and doing things together,
Hmm.
eating. I am convinced that if more workers, especially in diverse environments, started eating together, sharing together, playing together, then all this visceral hate that
Yeah.
we are seeing, it would dissipate.
It would dissipate, and it would get everybody to speak up. You don't have to wait until you have a mountain. Like you start having these difficult conversations
Honest
with team,
conversations.
right? Like we need to have these difficult. If we are to get better as an organization, we have to push the buttons. We are too sensitive because we'll use all these texts and all these phones and all this social media stuff. We're just too sensitive. No, let's have this difficult conversation as intelligent human beings that we are, and you can have that conversation without interfering with their other side. Now, the other thing I want to say is uh, you got to start paying very good attention to training and attrition. We have a lot of people that are in the boomer stage and they're retiring. So now we have a speeding up of people who are becoming managers, becoming VPs, becoming plant managers without the required training. Well, guess what? They're too much on the fast track. So if HR, if the companies don't have things in place, these individuals who are leading, they're not ready for it. Just because you technically know how, you can maybe know the machines, but you don't know the people aspect of it. People build the company. You take the people out of the company, you don't have a company.
It's your most valuable asset.
That's right. It's
Your most valuable asset.
Yeah.
And
People
and
make the difference.
Absolutely. And you talked about, and people come out of colleges and they're not learning how to treat people. And like you said, they're learning all the mechanics of the work
Hmm.
and all of the nuances of what they're doing, but they're missing that human touch, that human piece, that ability to engage and relate to people. And one of the things that, and I was looking around for it, but Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence
Mm.
People, and all of the steps that he gives. If
Beautiful.
managers and leaders would take heed to those things, like criticism, you don't criticize. Instead of criticizing people, question, find out why
That's
they're behaving and acting the way that they are. And you know what? I got a commercial to play. So
okay. Let's do it.
let me play the commercial and come back. And this
Absolutely.
this commercial is something that you're already involved in that I'm aware of. So let me just, there are two of them that I'm playing at one
As a
time.
business pro, you know the way to make real money is to have a big, qualified audience listen carefully to your every word. Step up and speak at the Global Awaken Trinity Summit, and that's exactly what you'll have. It's a 4-day event aimed exclusively at those who want to make their business, any business, take off, grow, and thrive. The best will be teaching and inspiring, and you should be one of them. From marketing tool secrets to the best ways to build relationships and make connections. Founder Kessa Gooden is putting on this once-in-a-lifetime event, the Global Awaken Trinity Summit VIP Gala and Yacht Mastermind. Registration starts at 9 sharp each day, February 29th through March 3rd, 2024 in Miami, Florida. To speak or for tickets, call 404-992-3971. Spaces are filling up, so call now. 404-992-3971. Or visit us online at globalawakenedevents.com, and we will see you there.
Oh wow.
For
Good. That's a good one.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
For real, take your business, any business, to the next level by joining us at the Global Awaken Trinity Summit. 4 days of opportunities and inside info you don't want to miss, as over 35 celebrity speakers will be live in person to teach you exactly how to make your business take off, grow, and thrive. From marketing tool secrets to the best ways to build relationships, partnerships, and make true connections. Founder Kessa Gooden is putting on this once-in-a-lifetime event, the Global Awaken Trinity Summit VIP Gala and Yacht Mastermind, February 29th through March 3rd, 2024 in Miami, Florida. Registration starts at 9 sharp each day. Bring your business partner, your team, your friends, anyone and everyone who wants real success. For tickets, call 404-992-3971. Tickets will not last, so call now. 404-992-3971. Or visit us online at globalawakenedevents.com, and we will see you there.
And this is something you want to attend. And my guest, Kamal, is one of the speakers. How did I know that? Yes, I know. You are one of the speakers. So if you are interested in growing your business, if you are interested in gaining more insights and more wisdom from leaders, you want to attend this conference. Or if you are a speaker and you want to be considered for one of the speakers on that platform, then call Kessie at 404-929-3971, or click the link that I've put in the comments and check out the website and see all the things that they're going to be doing. Can you imagine a yacht mastermind?
I love it.
Yes. So check it out. All right. I'm back.
That's so good. It's a good one, and I encourage everybody to participate. The return on investment is going to be huge for you, your company, your team. Take somebody with you. Take a friend. Buy it as a gift to somebody. Like, it's incredible. This will be my second year there, and Miami is always fun. There's a lot of stuff to do, and there's going to be quite a few number of amazing speakers, talent to help you move your business. The idea is to go there with intention, and it's going to be an amazing mastermind. So I encourage you all to participate.
Yes, well, I'm manifesting that I will be one of those speakers. I'm manifesting it. I want to be one of those speakers. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. Now, you'd mentioned about degrees People
Mm.
having all these different degrees, just such as yourself, but yet lacking life and lacking knowing what living is all about, even with all those degrees. So, talk about that.
Okay, thank you for that question, and that's something that's dear to my heart because when I started learning with Bob how to change things and how to make big moves, very quickly realized that the 5 degrees I had, they were great degrees at the time. They're still good degrees, but that's not what's going to do it. For everybody to feel that success, for anybody to feel that engagement and fulfillment. And the problem with education and information nowadays, we collect a lot of it and think of it as the library. I want to tell you a little story. Think of it the library. The library is full of books, encyclopedias, a lot of information. Everything's on Google now, right? But you go to the library and there's all this information. Information is already here. So the degrees gives you all this information, but it's not the information that's holding you back. And I realized that this is not the degrees that's holding me back. It was me taking that action. It was the lesson two, the knowing doing gap. It's like I know the stuff, but I'm not taking the action. I was just in Portland, Oregon, and there's a big library, like a block of library. It's a huge conglomerate of buildings with library. And guess what? Thousands of books about commerce in computers, electronics, industry, marketing. It's beautiful. You just go to the library, read a book, you learn something. But around the library, there was more than 30, 40 people living on the street. So it was like so intuitive, like, wow, we've got the best library in the world with the most amount of information. But yet, these unfortunate individuals are living on the street. So it's not information, it's acting on the information. But we have been programmed to collect information. We have been programmed to just get another degree, get another certificate, instead of act on the information, instead of actually practice what you're doing so you learn it and grow. And that's the magic. We got to stop collecting information. We got to stop going to all these shows out there. We got to stop doing all this YouTube university stuff. Become very good at one thing first. Start acting on what you know and then see the transformation. Now, why do we do that? And that's the magic in the paradigm. What Bob taught me, he said, we are programmed like this, and we need to change this program. We are programmed to do that because our parents taught us this, and our grandparents taught us that. So it just comes down genetically. So the key to it is to change this program. Stop listening to everybody out there. Focus on what you want to listen in. Faith based on understanding. Understand you go in instead of going out. Remember, there's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of noise. You got to go in. You go in, and then the best of you is going to come out. It's changed my life. This way of thinking, this way of actually trusting me instead of having to look outside for answers, asking me the questions first before I ask anybody. It just elevated everything up, everything, and it's just changed my life. And it's I think chapter 7 and 8 in the book. So all I gotta say is just you're gonna be scared taking that action. You're going to be afraid, thinking, oh, I should ask one more question. I should get one more book. I should take one more. No, take the action. We learn by mistake. The plane, if you're to travel from Florida to Chicago, the plane gets there by mistake. It just keeps correcting. It goes like this and it keeps correcting and it gets there. That's how the system works. And your mind works the same. Just start taking the action. As long as you don't jump off a building, as long as you don't go in front of a car, because the laws will work against you. The laws always work for everybody, everywhere. They're equal. You do the right thing with the laws, you're going to succeed. So be okay with making mistakes, do them, then go through the terror barrier and just have fun with it. It's an incredible journey. Stop collecting information, take action. Action beats everything.
Well, that reminds me, I'm a poet, so
Yeah.
I have to share this poem because of what you're talking about. We all have dreams, and you mentioned earlier about our goals and dreams the same. Well, I would venture to say they are.
Hmm.
So goals, you have your goals that are based on your dreams, in my
Mhm.
opinion.
Yeah.
So what I want to say to our audience, hold fast to your dreams. Even if at times it seems it may never come true, living your dreams will depend on you. The roads we take, the paths we choose are necessary to live our dreams through. There may be detours, winding roads, and wrong turns, all of which are lessons to be learned. As your journey unfolds, you'll realize your goals. What a beautiful story soon to be told. So hold fast to your dreams. But in order for your dreams to become a reality, just like Kamal is saying, you gotta take action. Things will happen. Persist and you will gain. Pursue your goals day by day. Your life will not be the same. Dream dreams without hesitation. Visualize them, see them every day. Feel the excitement, exaltation while you're on your way. Now, I know my audience has heard this poem before, but it is so apropos for this conversation. So that's why I shared it again.
I loved it. This is really good. I can't wait to go back to the recording because this is beautiful and it is about the dream. The dream and the goal will stay the same. The plan can change, but the dream and the goal stays the same. That's a very key thing when I, work in one-on-one and group with my team, with my clients. Keep the goal, change the plan. Remember, the plane's traveling from Florida to Chicago. It's just going to keep correcting. So you keep the goal. Chicago is the plane, or Florida, and you just keep correcting. That's a beautiful poem. I love it. I can't wait to go back and actually listen to it again and write it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, I'm putting this in the chat because this
Okay.
is important. You said keep the goal. Wait a minute. Let me
Keep
make
the
it
goal
happen.
and
Keep the goal and the dream. Just change the plan.
change the plan. I mean, you have to persist on the first part of the plan. You got to have an organized plan. Like, you got to have a goal, a desire, a burning desire, like my good friend Napoleon Hill here, right? You got
Yes.
to have a desire that is strong, and you got to build the persistence, and you got to have an organized plan, and then you got to take continuous action. This is not just on Mondays or it's not just at the end of the month when you're out of the money. This means every day, 6 days a week, hopefully, few hours a day. And if you're in love with what you're doing, you never work another day in your life.
Yes. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Hmm.
Because James Michener, he had a quote,
Yeah.
and that quote is the master in the art of living draws no distinction between his work and his play, his labor and his leisure, his mind and his body, his education or his recreation, his love or his religion. He hardly knows which is which. He simply pursues his vision of excellence through whatever it is he's doing and leaves it to others to determine whether he's working or playing. To himself, he's always doing both. Now, that's if you love what you're doing, if you have a passion for your work, you're not working, just like what you said. So that's why I shared that
That's
because that
funny.
tied in with what you just said.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so on point because, from Bob Proctor to Laura Langmeyer, the Millionaire Maker, fall in love with what you're doing. Get busy doing the work and stay the focus, stay on it. And I do it with a group. I do it with a team. I only hang around people that are doing something with their goals. I don't hang around bums. I don't hang around people that are smoking stuff. I'm not saying the stuff is bad. I just don't like it. I don't hang around the casinos. I want to work with people that are mission driven, that have this big mission with them, that they really want to move. That's the kind of people I want to hang around. And everybody is your own thing. So if you want to move, that's the way to do it. And moving in a group, that's another thing that Napoleon Hill did. 500 millionaires all agreed that you got to do it in a group. You got to have a mastermind. You got to get this energy moving. Who is going to motivate you when you fall down? Who's going to pick you up? This is the understanding. I want to take you from not knowing, ignorance, to knowing. Like, this
Absolutely.
is how we do it. It's studying the material that we have, studying the material, not just reading it, studying it, elite level mentorship and accountability. And guess what? Your results will skyrocket. It has to. This is the law.
So studying, what was the other one?
Study is the first thing what we do.
Yes.
Second is elite level mentorship. So you got to study with somebody that knows what they're doing, with somebody that can transfer the knowledge and explain to you where you are, So study, elite level mentorship, and accountability. These are the three things that it would take to move somebody from where they are to 10 times their income, 100 times, 1,000 times, depending on your goal, depending on your vision, depending how much action you take. Study, elite level mentorship, and accountability. Elite with
And
an
I
yeah.
think I spelled elite
Yeah,
wrong.
it's okay. I think everybody gets it. But that's thank you for it's hard because I'm saying things as they come, right? And it's everybody gets it. But that's how we
Yes.
do it. And I
Yes.
do that every day. And I like what you said earlier with that poem, how we get better, right? All I have to do today, Vera, and everybody that's listening, I just want to be better today than yesterday.
Yeah.
I just want to be better. I'm embracing me. I'm not comparing myself to Bob Proctor, Bill Walsh, John DeMartini. When you compare yourself, you diminish yourself. That's
Yes.
but hopefully you're
Ab-
an aspiring entrepreneur, a mom, a dad. So I'm against myself. Did I do my best today?
Did I do my best today?
That's
That,
right.
I mean, oh my God, I love that. Did I do my best today? And if you focus on that and you think about that throughout your day, it will help you to think about, what am I doing? What am
Yes.
I doing? Am I doing my best right now?
Hmm.
Not tomorrow, but am I doing my best right now?
That's so
Is
good.
there something else I should be doing rather than what I'm doing right now that's
So
going to
good.
help me further my goals and my dreams?
So good. But I want to connect it with a dot that would take it home. And
Okay.
here it is. And this is coming from the horse's mouth. This is like a lesson with Bob. The truth shall set you free. Now, you have to be honest with yourself when you ask that question. If you want to advance and if you're willing to put your own self on the line, you have to be honest with yourself. The truth will set you free. Did I do my best today? And if not, why not? Why not? Who's going to do it? This is what I call discipline. Personal discipline. This is not somebody doing it to me. This is me to me. This is good discipline. And I raise my hand and say, hey, good job. I did my best. How can I get better? But did I do my best today? Truth shall set you free. It's amazing.
It
So
is.
I'm so grateful that I had the chance to study with the man, the legend. He did it for 61 years. It's not
Yeah.
light. He is known worldwide. He's famous. He's touched everybody that's
Yeah.
there.
I,
Everybody out there is doing something, right? You know
y-
that, right? So
yes. And because he was your mentor, I should have had a picture of him here today, but I don't. And I don't have time to go get one.
it's
But
a
in the
here.
mean, oh, okay. It's right there. It's right there. Okay. Well, listen, I have another commercial I need to play,
Sure.
and we will be right back.
Okay.
Let me introduce you to ChatBridge. It's a revolutionary new solution for getting great results from your online networking. Today, online networking has become the standard for millions of professionals. However, getting results from your meetings can be a daunting task. But now that challenge has been solved. Everyone knows how hard virtual meeting follow-up is. You go to an online meeting where at the end, people say save the chat to follow up. And now you have a nearly unusable and ugly chat text file to work with. You can now say goodbye to the hassles of downloaded Zoom-type chat records. For the first time, with the introduction of this new ChatBridge tool, you have a simple system to easily import, search, review, follow up, and find opportunities with the people you meet in all of your virtual networking meetings. And we also made it easy to archive all of your chat files and information on the people you met networking for future use. And it doesn't stop there. With ChatBridge, when you select people to follow up with, you can view their exact posts and even click into their website, LinkedIn profile, or Facebook page if they shared it. Then you can import your selected contacts into the powerful EngagePro system or export your contacts to your CRM, email tool, or autoresponder. Following up and getting great results from online networking is now easy and just a click away. Experience the power of the new ChatBridge, and you'll quickly see how to find new clients, get more referrals, speaking opportunities, and JV partners. There's nothing like it. Find out now how economical and easy it is to get the results you want from online networking at chatbridgeconnect.com.
Wow.
Let me tell you, This chat bridge is amazing. If you are involved in networking meetings where you're trying to capture those that are in those meetings, I'm telling you, save the chat and it's one click and it's organized
That's
with
amazing.
emails. It is amazing. And I am giving you a free test run. If you go to bit.ly /chatbridge VT, you can get a free test run. Your next meeting, networking meeting, use this test run and see how powerful it is and how much time it will save you and allow you to more easily connect with the people you're meeting. I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's amazing. Okay. All right. Back to you.
So good. So good. I like it. Wow. I'm surprised they can do that. That's amazing.
Yes. Well, you need to check it out.
Yeah. I'd love to.
Okay. Okay. Well, I will definitely give you the link. All right. So back to our conversation.
Yes. So we finished with like you gotta have that discipline to want to become that best version. Better is such a nice word. I want to just be better. I just want to improve. That's all I gotta do. If I'm better by 1% today, at the end of the month, I'll be 30% better. People think, oh, I want to be 100%, and then they do it and they fall. People go to the gym and they're like, oh, I'm saying all this weight, and guess what? They come home, something's broken, pull a muscle, this, that. You gotta do slowly, progression. You gotta grow into
Inch
it.
by inch.
Yeah. So
Yes. And so now you've done a lot in your life. And I know you're an international speaker. You speak all over the world. I want to be like you.
you can.
I want to be like you. So tell us, what has been one of the most challenging things that you've had to face? And how did you overcome it?
So one of the most challenging things to face is we have these internal and external false limiting beliefs. Something like, I don't have the money, I don't have the time. You see something and right away say, I can't afford it, or I cannot speak like this guy. I can't speak like this guy. I mean, I'm not as good as them. And that's all internal. And I had to figure out the way to not allow these limiting beliefs hold me, because that's what was holding me back. And the way I got through it is by learning about this belief, learning about the mind, that we have a cybernetic engine. We have a mind that we're not using. And if we give it the discipline and if we learn the mind, we can set it. It's like a thermostat. I got to set my mind where I want, not on what I don't want. So I don't say I can't. I say, how can I do it? I don't say I can't afford it. I say, how can I afford it? Even if it's too much. But it's a language. Thoughts become things. So letting go of these false limiting beliefs, internal and external, has been a humongous. And that's by thinking into results. That's the mentorship. That's the big part of it. Now, that biggest impact that this made on my life is attracting the people that I want into my life, because the law of attraction works if you know how to work it. The law of attraction is a secondary law. I learned the primary law, law of vibration, from Bob Proctor. And that's how I attract people into my life to help me into my mission. So I just have to set my mind to what I want, and I change my belief to accept it, to let my subconscious accept this new belief. And once it's accepted, guess what? It has to happen. It is the law. Now, learning how to do that has been phenomenal. I've attracted Harrison Klein, Laura Langemeier, famous people, John DeMartini, Les Brown. I'm nobody. You heard the story. How could I get these people into my life? It's because I wanted something bigger. I wanted to go places. And these people started showing up to help me along the way. I don't need to know how. And that's the magic of it. The law of vibration is the primary law. Once you understand how that works, you'll move yourself to that frequency and vibration. And we do that. We do that every day when I study during the week with my clients, with my elite clients, that some of you will have a chance to experience if you choose to, because that's what we do. That's what puts me there. Because people say, Kamal, what are you doing? Who cares what I'm doing? It's what I'm thinking. I learned how to think. I learned how to pause. And that's what I want to teach everybody. That's the mission that I'm on, Vera. It's just incredible.
Yes. And I can feel it. I can feel it.
That's good.
Yes. So I put your email address up here because you have something you want to offer.
Okay, yeah, sure. So I really want you all to really send love to everybody out there that's hurting. We're living in a very bad times right now. There's so much going on. I really feel for what's happening in those part of the world between Israel and Gaza, and we just send them love, send peace, forgive yourself all the things that you have didn't do or feel bad, or get that forgiveness to happen. That's first and foremost. Second, if you can and if you can afford it, get the book. It's going to help you really change. The $20 investment that once you get the book is really going to change you. And if you just come to our website, askalrasi.com, you're going to get several gifts. First one, you'll get a chapter of the book for free. So you'll get a flavor of it. But also, this is for a limited time for those who really want to experience elite level mentorship. Remember, studying elite level mentorship accountability. For those who come into the site, askalrasi.com, the emails are going out. You'll be invited to spend a week with us studying this material. You'll get to see that in the 6 a.m. club and in the rewatch party. So you can see what's it like before you put any money, before you actually spend any of your currency. I want you to know that you're in for a good ride. Your life will change. You spend 30 days with me, your life will change. I 100% guarantee it. And that's kind of it. And also, if you're up for it and if you want to level up, you book an appointment, but you got to show up. My time is precious. That's the only thing I have. And if you show up for 30 minutes to speak with me, this is not a sales call. This is to see if I can help you. And if I can help you, I'll tell you at the end, hey, I'll help you. And if I can't, maybe I know somebody that can. And these are the gifts and the offers. And I really want you all to just know that if I can do this, you can do it.
All right, all right, all right. And we have a comment coming in. Oh, Angel talks too fast, too fast. Okay. She's loving it. She's loving it.
Oh, Angel.
Yes, yes. She's loving it. All
I love
right. And Angel, as a matter of fact, I'm so glad she came on because it's because of her that I created a petition that I'm going to pull up right now and talk about because this is some serious stuff. Serious. We have people that are attacking YouTube creators to the point where they're contemplating hurting themselves because of all the hatred that's going on out here. And we understand that hurt people, but it's got to stop. It has got to stop. And so I've created a petition. I want 100,000 signatures so that we can then take these signatures and the comments to Congress so that they can begin to look at laws and change some things because we got people out here hurting because of how other people are treating them. And it's not right. There is nothing right about it. So I'm going to put this link in the chat. And please, please sign the petition and please share it with everybody you know. I want 100,000 signatures, period. I want 100,000 signatures.
I love it. That's what I call thinking big. That's what I call thinking big. And I just signed it. It's just easy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's support Vera with this petition. Bullying is bad no matter what. And this is on the YouTube channel. So thank you for thinking like that, thinking of others. She's thinking big. So let's help her. If you want to write a book, if you need help with what you're doing, see Vera. She's an amazing person. We just met not long ago, but I could tell from what she's doing, she's on this mission to put a dent in the world. And if you want to make your place a better place, if you want to improve yourself, seek her help and support to write a book, poem, whatever it is that you want to work on. She'll find somebody to support you if she cannot do it. And sign that petition, all right? Sign it today. Don't wait. Make a decision today. Do it. Click the link.
Amen. Amen. I'm so glad you're promoting me because now what I want to say, if you are interested in having a conversation with me, then go to bit.ly/instill great coaching. Let's talk and see if I can help you or if I can send you to someone who might be able to do so.
That's right.
Like Kamal. If mindset is what you need, if you're looking at trying to become wealthy, talk to both of us. Come on now. So I'm putting
Do
this in the chat as well, and I have another comment coming on, and she says, "Thank you, Vera Thomas. Hey, love you, girl. Love you, girl." And
Thank
so
you.
we're going to make a difference. We are going to make a difference. We have to.
We have.
We need to be the change we want to see.
That's right.
Period.
That's what leadership is about. You lead by that example. You become interesting, it becomes interested. Start being that change, right? I put a comment in the chat, and that's my last comment for the day for I can, I will, I am. So decide this what
Yes.
you want to be. I can, I will, I am. And make that decision today. Executives, leaders, make decisions fast. You gotta just start doing this. It's a practice, it's a habit. I can, I will, I am. Thank you so much
Yes.
for
Oh,
this. Thanks for everything you do. Beautiful show. Great job. A lot of tech going on in the background. For those who don't know, there's a lot of happening, and it's just phenomenal. Let's, if Vera can help you, reach out. If I can help you to level up your sales game, level up your mindset, your team, I look forward to it. I bet you it's gonna life changing. So
yes. And I'm gonna put this on the I can, I am, I will, I can, I am. Yes. Remember that, everybody. And we have ran out of time. So
okay,
hold on. Don't go anywhere. Okay.
I'll be here.
All right. Well, listen, everybody. This has been a great show. I hope you got as much out of it as I did. And we will see you on Thursday. Have a great remaining week.
The Vera Thomas Show.
Oh, what happened? Okay. It doesn't want to leave.
The Vera Thomas Show.
What I did, I pressed the wrong one. Two. It doesn't want to leave. Come on.
The Vera Thomas Show. The Vera Thomas Show. The Vera Thomas Show. The Vera Thomas Show. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.